Welcome. Wow, it feels like forever since I've made one of these videos. The truth is I've been pretty busy doing a lot of things around the homestead, off and on the homestead. And I've also been testing a new piece of technology that I wanted to show you. But first, intro. So this is what I wanted to show you. Yeah, I got one of those security cameras. In fact, I got two of them. I have the doorbell here, and I have a floodlight security camera on the house as well. Let's talk about it. I'm not going to take too much of your time. There's plenty of videos out there. Blink has been around for a long time, but I just wanted to explain my setup, why I got it, and what my thoughts are on Blink. First off, so why did I get this thing? You know what, I've always been interested in home security systems, and I wanted to give this one a shot. I wanted to see what it was possible to do with one of these. I know that there's a lot of different systems out there, but this one seemed like an affordable option, and I think affordable is going to come back maybe a couple of times in this conversation, because it is one of the lower price points in terms of available security systems that are out there. But if I'm burying the lead here a little bit, you kind of get what you pay for. So I'm not going to talk too much about specifics here because prices change, there's inflation, there's all kinds of factors into what you might pay for, let's say, the Blink security system at the time that you happen to see this video. But I will say that Blink is sort of broken up into two tiers. You have the pay once tier, which is buying the camera and buying, let's say, a sync module. Now, if you're unfamiliar with how Blink works, you can get something called a sync module, which is basically a way to store your videos locally here at your home. So you don't need any sort of cloud service to save your video clips. You can save them to a USB drive, and the sync module basically plugs into the wall, and it's just like a little router with a USB in it that communicates with your camera. Once you have that set up, you can also have an app that lets you view the video clips, view a live stream of your camera, and in that respect, all of that kind of works. You see, the problem with this whole setup is that even if you're connected to the same Wi-Fi, there was just motion detected on my driveway. Hold on. Okay, so where was I? This is what I'm talking about. This is one of the reasons why I got this system, is so that I could be notified. We're not really in a neighborhood here. I have a very long driveway, and the house it's not secluded because we are close to town, but it is really a little bit on its own lot here in its own space, and so it is nice to know when you have people coming up your driveway. The way that Blink works is that it absolutely requires internet access, and preferably requires very high bandwidth broadband speeds. The reason for this is because it does not care if you're connected to the same Wi-Fi. And I'm a bit of a tech junkie. I do like some of this technology stuff. I do understand how a lot of this technology works, and so it's very frustrating for me if I have a phone that is connected to the same Wi-Fi that my sync module is connected to. There should be no need to go out to the internet. There's no point in my camera being connected to my router, talking to Amazon servers to send that video back to my very same router to then plug into my sync module so that I can do all of that in reverse to get it to view on my phone. There's no point in all of these layers of communication. I'm on the same router. And so my concern with this is that, well, first of all, Amazon could just shut those services down and suddenly my entire home security system is worth $0. That's a problem, right? Secondly, if I'm at home and I want responsive video, because the whole point of a home security system is that you can respond to an event at your home. And if I'm sitting here and my phone is spinning because it's trying to talk to some server somewhere, those are precious seconds that I would like to have back. And so I believe that if you don't have an incredibly stable internet connection, Blink kind of isn't worth it. In addition to that, they put so many things behind paywalls with Blink, it's frustrating. Here's a simple example that it makes no sense to me. If you have, like myself, I have two cameras. I have a floodlight camera and I have a doorbell camera. If I wanted to filter and say, just show me the videos that are coming from one device, just from, let's say, my floodlight camera, I can only do that if I'm paying a subscription. Why? I literally, it's the list of video clips is on my phone. I can scroll through them. Just let me filter it. It makes zero sense other than just another knife in your side to try to coerce you into getting a subscription. If you are saving your video clips to that sync module, that Blink proprietary sync module, it is incredibly slow to get that video on your phone, because that sync module has to upload the entire video clip to some server so that it can then download that video clip to your phone. Why? Now, if you're paying for the subscription service, shocker, those video clips are instant. You just click play and it immediately starts playing. It's almost like you're on YouTube. If you want services like filtering your video clips, that is part of the subscription plan. Human detection, where it can detect whether it was just some animal going across your screen or if it was like a human being going across your screen, that's hidden behind subscription service. The ability to view your videos at a responsive rate, that's hidden behind a subscription service. There's just a lot of choices with this Blink software that feels so outdated. It feels like 1990 when you're using this stuff, which is very unfortunate. If you're viewing a live stream off of your camera, every like 10 seconds, it prompts you, like, do you want to continue watching? And if you don't hit the button, it'll just boot you out. But if you're paying for the subscription, you can watch it indefinitely. What does it matter? So is Blink worth it? If all you really want is a way to record some video clips, to store those clips locally, maybe go back and review some of those clips from time to time if you feel the need to, it's an okay system. I suppose it might be worth what you paid for it, which honestly isn't a whole lot compared to a lot of other home security systems. If you pay for the subscription service, it really does up the game on the Blink system, but there are things about Blink that I personally don't care about. I don't care about cloud storage of my video clips. That's not really why I got it. I was hoping for a localized, responsive home security system, something where I could just see when packages were coming in and see when people were coming up the driveway. It kind of works, but definitely not as good as I would like it to. And so I think the question of, is it worth it? It really depends on you and what you're looking for. And for me, I'm going to give Blink a 2 out of 5. Anyways, that's all I got for you today. I hope this was informative. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them below and I can answer those as well. But in the meantime, as always, you guys be good. I'll see you on the next one.